Yo, what's good? How's it going? It's been a very long time since I uploaded a video, but recently I asked you guys, well, not recently, I'm not gonna lie to you, I procrastinated so long for this video, but I finally got around to it, and I asked you guys a while back on Discord and or YouTube to ask me some questions. So we're gonna get right into it. As for the first question from Jack, what is your favorite game? There are so many games out there that are so much fun to play currently, and I must say at the moment Apex Legends, Overwatch, Genshin Impact, Pokemon, and a few others that I probably might have missed. But my game palette is not that big at the moment. It's just mainly those games that I'm currently playing currently that I'm having so much fun with right now. Red the Hero asks, how long have you been a shiny hunter, and when did you start, and why did you start? I have been a shiny hunter since Sun and Moon. That is exactly when I started, and the reason why I started shiny hunting because I wanted to try something different to expand my content, and it actually did very well. Not to mention I wanted to experience what other shiny hunters go through that hyped it up so much, and not gonna lie, but at first I was quite bored. Due to the amount of time it took just for waiting for the Pokemon to spawn until you actually encounter the shiny Pokemon, and that's when it's all worth it. That's when like I realized, like, dang, this is actually such a nice feeling. Like, I did it. Cult of Fred Leader asks, what made you want to stream and play Nintendo games? Long story short, it's actually a very long story, but I'm gonna keep it short. I was extremely depressed with a bunch of anxiety. I ended up losing my interest in gaming. Like, I just was isolated. I isolated myself from the world. I felt disconnected. When I was in that phase, it was just really bad. Like, I wasn't myself. I was just pretty much a kid in a corner, in a dark corner. Like, literally. I could talk about it some more. I just wanted to cut it short, and I didn't want anyone to feel bad for me because it's an experience for me to learn from, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that can relate to it. So yeah. But as far as Nintendo games, mainly because it's where I came from. Nintendo games overall are just fun in general. Like, you can never go wrong with a Nintendo game the majority of the times, but that's pretty much where I came from. I just enjoy the Nintendo games overall. Lingerloom says, why play Overwatch on Switch? What is your favorite Pokemon that you have currently? You're not supposed to have favorites, dog or cat. I played Overwatch on PS4, but none of my viewers had PS4, so I wasn't able to play with anyone. Plus, all my viewers had a Switch, so I ended up getting the game on there instead. My favorite Pokemon, I must say, at the moment, at the top of my head, I'm gonna say Alolan Muck. I miss that Pokemon very much. Dark Poison type, such a good Pokemon. To answer your next question, I prefer dog. I never had experience having a cat, though I feel as if they're not as fun and energetic as a dog. I might be mistaken, but I think dogs are more from my experience, just more active in general. Not to mention, my only experience with the cat are the ones outside my window, just making strange noises that just make it sound like they're possessed or something. But yeah. Sky says, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Also, if you had said power, would you use it publicly as a superhero or keep it on the down low hidden? Adding onto Sky, would you use it as a hero, villain? Adding onto Sky and Lingerloom, would you use it for self-gain or others? I have to go with elemental control. An example would be like being able to control fire and ice, and depending on the enemy, I'd be able to counter back. More likely. So with power, like I don't think it would be hidden. Hero or villain. Listen, let me tell you. Being a villain looks fun as hell, but the outcome of a hero is always determined, and that's where the fun ends. I don't know, something about being a villain just seems cool. Like, just trying to be in control, creating obstacles to make the hero's life difficult. But in that case, I think it would be for self-gain, and opposed to being a hero to help others. Lingerloom, what is your favorite hobby and what is your favorite childhood cartoon? My favorite wait, did I get this mixed up? Hold on. I think I did. Oh, this one was from Icy. My bad. Icy says, what is your favorite hobby and what was your favorite childhood cartoon? Of course, with time, hobbies changed. A few to name though: bike riding, handball, gym, and currently gaming. I like those hobbies. I think those are like my go-to. Gaming for sure. Favorite childhood cartoon: Sog with the Chinese cat, Clifford the Big Red Dog, and some of the ones I fully on remember is Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Shaolin Showdown, and Mucha Lucha. You guys will like Mucha Lucha. You guys will like the flea. Smells good. He's a good character. But Shaolin Showdown, I feel like that's a really underrated show. You guys should definitely check it out. It used to be on Kids WB. That was when like all the cartoons would be. That's where they would air Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Next question. Colt says, favorite anime? Parasite, currently Demon Slayer, and Erase was really good. It was a really good one. I'll tell you that much. I may have forgotten a few more, but those are the ones I remember at the top of my head. Senpai says, did you go to college? No, I've never stepped foot into college. Yeah. Lingerloom, are you going to school? And if not, where do you work? No school for me. And I work at a UPS. I recently got a raise too. But next question. Lingerloom, are you going? I already answered that. Lingerloom, if you're going to college or planning on it, what would your degree? What would be your degree? I would go for culinary arts or game designing. I think that would be fun. I enjoy cooking. Game designing, I know it might, take some time. A lot of learning coming from that, but it's never too late. Of course, at the time being right now, I don't see myself going to school, mainly because I feel like I have things planned, and it's never too late to go to college. So if you can succeed without it, it's all in your hands. Next question from Agent 4. How long are you going to do YouTube? That's a very futuristic question, my friend. Only time will tell. But currently, I have a lot of energy, so there is so much time left to decide an exact date. Very important question asked by Twix. Timmy's mom is driving down the road at 55 miles an hour, and she's driving a Honda. It's currently the month of April, and it just rained. What is the circumference of Timmy's pet hamster? There's a lot to this question, and the riddle to this, I actually solved it, which is actually pretty insane. So prepare to listen. This is very important. If you guys ever get asked these questions, you guys will sound smart as hell. Alright, so the answer is, well, if Timmy's mom is driving 55 miles an hour and there are 60 minutes in an hour, you would subtract 55 from 60 and get 5, which leads us to it uses being the month of April, which is the 4th month of the year, being 12 months in a year. So next now we multiply. 4 times 12 giving us 48. So now we have to divide 5 divided by 48, which equals 9.6. In order to determine the circumference of Timmy's pet hamster, the formula will now go into effect. C equals 2 pi, which will solve for the radius of the circle. Solution being C equals 2 pi r equals 2 pi 9.6 equals 60.331,858. C equals 60.32. Problem solved. Timmy's mom was never in a Honda. She was also the wet hamster because of rain. R equals rain, never the radius. Remember that. You can ask your teacher this question and you will outsmart them. Make sure you tell them that R equals rain, never the radius. There's your answer, Twix. Next question. Jigglypuff, what was your first Switch game? And what was your favorite Switch game? My first Switch game was actually Splatoon 2 because I had gotten the Splatoon edition. Favorite Switch game would probably be Pokemon or Smash Bros. At the time, yeah. What was your first Nintendo console? Yes, shared with family while you was a baby technically counts, even when you barely played it. The NES, them huge cartridges, man. So like if the game didn't work, you had to take it out, blow it, and maybe get a Q-tip and clean the inside of it. Oh, those are the good old days. Last question from Remnant. How long have you played Pokemon? Ever since Red and Blue. So since the beginning. I may have been a little bit late, but I started playing it mainly because my brother already owned the Pokemon games on the Game Boy. So I was probably like a year or two late or something, but since the beginning, that's when I started. Very first games. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the Q&A. Thank you guys for participating and asking me questions. Oh, we actually forgot one question. I'm gonna go ahead and answer this, but a question from Y. What's your favorite classic Mega Man game? 1 through 11. Honestly, I don't remember Mega Man. The only Mega Man I do remember, and I don't even know the name of it, but there's a scene where I think you start off like in a ship, in an airship or something like that. I think it was like Zero. I don't know if you start off with Zero. I don't know if that was actually Mega Man or some sort of Zero game. I don't remember. But yeah, thank you guys for participating in the Q&A. Appreciate it very much. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.